As I'm recording this, Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad still have not played their game, but probably as you're watching this, they have already finished their game, so we will know the final score, which presents as a huge opportunity for Real Madrid to take advantage of potentially Atletico Madrid dropping some points and overtaking them in points if we take care of business against Granada tomorrow. In this video, we're obviously going to be breaking down our opponent Granada, their statistics, their best players to watch out for, as well as predicting the potential lineup that Zidane could put out there, and of course, the score prediction. Guys, let's go ahead and get to it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to El Merengue Culé. Before getting started with official business, I would like to remind you guys that we have just started our new Twitter account, the official El Merengue Culé Twitter, in which we basically want you guys to stay more connected with us. We've been putting some polls out there. We've been giving out some more opinions on certain topics. You guys can ask us questions, all of this. But additional from that, one of the main reasons why we wanted to start this Twitter account is to get you guys to help us out, grow the channel. If you guys can retweet some of our tweets, basically get our topics and our information out to wider public. So guys, of course, it would be a huge help if y'all go follow that account and keep up with it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and actually get started with breaking down our opponent, Granada. And so, where's Granada currently situated in La Liga? And that is 7th place. I would like to remind you guys that they did have a phenomenal season last year and ended up qualifying for the Europa League. And not only did they qualify for the Europa League, but they actually did a pretty good job so far in the group stage, in which they've managed to qualify onto the next round where they'll be facing another opponent. So it goes to show that this team is not just your regular casual La Liga team, and they are a team that has grown a lot. So, like I already mentioned, they're in the Europa League, and who have they beat in terms of big teams? They've been pretty consistent. They tie some games here and there. Obviously, they're not the best team in La Liga, but they have beat some big teams such as Sevilla. So that's a big one to keep in mind. However, I couldn't help but to notice that big loss that they had to Atletico Madrid at the beginning of the season, which was 6-1. So it clearly goes to show that this is a team that can be broken down. Another thing I really want to note about Granada is that they struggle in the away games. So Real Madrid is going to be facing up against them at home in their own stadium. And like I said, Granada tends to struggle a little bit in away games, picking up only 7 out of a potential 18 points. So that is dropping more than half of those points, which gives us some hope. Additionally, we even get more of a hope of beating Granada when we see that the past 10 games that we have played against them, we are undefeated, not having lost a single one. And to add to more of that statistic, the last 5 have actually all been wins. So, of course, we're going to want to keep those statistics growing in our favor this game. I would like to also mention that last season, whenever we played them, we actually beat them both times. The first time around 4-2, and then the second time around was a huge leap for us to win that La Liga title, in which we beat them 2-1. We actually have a live reaction video to that game. If you want to go back and watch it, we'll be linking it up right here. But Granada does come into this game with a 4-game undefeated streak, which is going to give them some motivation to finally break those streaks that I've been telling you guys about. So let's talk a little more about their players. Their 2 top scorers, they have 2 top scorers with each 3 goals. One of them being Roberto Soldado, obviously an ex-Real Madrid youth player who has played in a various amount of teams, Spurs at one point, Valencia, many teams in La Liga. So he's definitely a guy that we're going to want to watch out for. Their other striker that has 3 goals is Luis Suarez. And no, it's not the Chuy Suarez that we all know and love. It's actually just some other guy that by the name of Luis Suarez I don't know much about, other than he has 3 goals for them. However, the main match that I will say Real Madrid will want to watch out for is actually Darwin Machís. And this guy is a shorter guy. He has 2 goals only in La Liga, 3 assists, but I think his main qualities is his ability to dribble, to basically find passes where no one sees them. His vision is wonderful. So that's exactly who Real Madrid is going to want to keep on lockdown, because I think if we can shut him down, then we don't have to worry as much about the strikers, because they will not be getting very good balls to them. So those are the main players that I wanted to highlight from Granada. But now let's jump on to what I think is going to be the key for Real Madrid to win this game, which is to not concede first. So far this season, every time that Real Madrid has conceded first at home, they've gone on to drop points. They have not won a single game in which we have conceded first. So I think that defensive focus is going to be massive. Especially now that we move on to talking a little more about Real Madrid and seeing who we called up. We basically have a full squad at our disposal, minus Luka Modric. Luka Modric, who at first was reported to have gone injured. Actually, if you go to our Twitter account, I am saying how other reports are showing that he's not actually hurt, and Zidane mainly wanted to rest him. We obviously don't know any official statements, but those are all reports. However, what is certain is that Luka Modric will not be playing this game. A pretty heavy loss because Luka Modric has been playing phenomenal for us. Like I said, we do have a full team at our disposal. Eden Hazard is finally back. We have Luka Jovic in there, Mariano, and Isco, who all are coming back from injuries. So this gives definitely room for rotation. I don't know how many rotations Zinedine Zidane will do, because he definitely has found some success in keeping a stable team, right? He's always been about rotating, and lately he's finally figured out that if he keeps a stable team, a more consistent team, he's been getting a little more results. So I also don't expect to see that many of rotations, but let's go ahead and talk about that predicted lineup. In goal, of course, we're going to be seeing Thibaut Courtois. I don't think the defense, the back four, is going to change very much from the previous game. Carvajal, Sergio Ramos, Varane, and Mendy. I don't think we'll be seeing Marcelo. Midfield will be slightly different because obviously there's going to be no Luka Modric, who had been starting almost every game. In his slot is going to be replaced by Fede Valverde, so we will be seeing the usual three midfielders with Casemiro, this holding mid, Fede Valverde, and Toni Kroos. And up top is where we really have the questions, because Lucas Vázquez has been playing phenomenal, out of his skin for us. And honestly, he's probably one of the biggest reasons why we've been doing so good lately. So Zidane's gonna want to keep playing him. However, at one point we're gonna have to rest him too, because he's been picking up so many minutes. I think he started like 14 games already this season, so he's definitely gonna have to get some rest at some point. However, I don't think Zidane will experiment too much with that side just yet. I really liked Rodrigo playing on the left wing this last game, so I would like to see that continue on. And I know Hazard is back, but he could probably come in the last 30 minutes of the game. Want to ease him into the game. Vinicius is obviously back in the squad list too. I don't know if he'll get much playing time. We'll have to see how Zidane distributes those minutes. And then up top, no questions asked, Karim Benzema, who is once again having a sick season. Already 7 goals in the Liga, climbing up to be the top scorer. So hopefully he can bag himself more goals. However, him as well is going to need some rest at some point. So Luka Jovic, Mariano, someone's going to have to come in and start proving themselves. Please. Okay, so that's going to be my predicted starting lineup for this game. And now, of course, the last segment, which is the score prediction. If you're new to the channel, then let me remind you that if you go ahead and comment down below your score prediction, then you have a potential chance at getting a shout out in that post analysis video, and also getting your name in these leaderboards for a potential to win this beautiful Karim Benzema jersey that you're seeing right here. So, okay, let's go ahead and move on to the score prediction. And I do think we're going to take that victory, that win. It's going to be a narrow one. It's going to be a tough game. Granada, like I already mentioned, a very good team. But I do think we're going to edge it out, and it's going to be a 2-1 victory. I think Rodrigo is going to get himself a goal. He's been getting himself a lot of assists, and why not Karim Benzema gets the other one to continue on to his scoring abilities. But of course, guys, let me know down below your score prediction. Let me know if you think Vinicius should play, what you think about Lucas Vázquez. Should he start this game? Maybe Hazard. Let me know what you think. I want to know all of you guys' comments down below. Of course, I already mentioned the Twitter. It would be a huge help if you go follow us there. As always, I ask you to drop the like button down below. Help us get that video to more people. Help us grow the account. And as always, guys, I will be seeing you tomorrow for that post-analysis video. But as always, a la Madrid.